So, how many people here have had like a really terrible job in their 20s? Applaud if you had a bad job in your 20s. Too bad. Okay. All right. Okay. So when I was in my 20s, I had the most soul-sucking job as a receptionist. And my one break from my day was getting to go window shopping during my lunch hour. I just would daydream and dream about what life would be like outside of being a receptionist. And one day I saw the perfect dress. It was this long, silky, midnight blue dress. It was the kind of dress that you want to be wearing when you're on the arm of a man in a tuxedo and you're just about to go into the theater and you bump into your ex. It is that eat your heart out sucker kind of dress. And it was normally $700. It was $150 final clearance. Yep. And it was a size 8. Now let me break it down to you. I have size 14 boobs, a size 12 waist, and a size 16 ass. There was no amount of physics, mathematics, or common sense that could get me into that dress. But it was just so perfect, and I couldn't resist. So I pulled that dress on, and I just had to just suck my gut in just a little bit, and I was magically reborn. I was a Calvin Klein size 8. I looked stunning. And you know, I had been working out a little bit, and maybe I had gotten a little more fit, and you know, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy this dress. It looked amazing on me. So I buy the dress, and then I go and get a little Panda Express orange chicken to maintain the curves. And then I couldn't wait to come, hold on. Are you guys hearing me okay? Okay, all right, sorry about that. So I couldn't wait to come home and try it on for my sister. So I pull on the dress, and then it's a little harder to zip up this time, but I get it on, and I'm like, hey, how do I look? And she says, you know when a snake has eaten a rat whole? And I was like, oh my God. I did it again. I did that delusional thing that I do where I suck my gut all the way in and I actually think that I am that skinny. And I was freaking out because this dress, while it was clearance and it was final clearance, $150 was like 3 weeks of my salary at that time. And I couldn't return the dress. And my sister said, don't worry, you know, we'll just go to the mall. We'll just go to Macy's and you can get those girdles, those Spanx. I was like, okay, sure, no problem. So I take the dress over to the mall, and I'm looking at all the girdles and all the Spanx and things like that, and this one woman comes up and she's like, oh, those will really help with your pooch and your rear. I'm like, great. And I was like, can you point out any other flaws on me before I go into the dressing room? So I take the first one I try on, and my sister is with me. The first pair I try on are those biker short Spanx, you know? And really that doesn't help at all because it just pushes your fat further up. And so I just look like a melting ice cream cone. So that didn't work. And then I tried on one of the tubes, those body tube Spanx. So I stepped into the tube and everything was sucked in. And then I pulled that size 8 dress on, and I was once again reborn, a Calvin Klein size 8. And there was actually a little bit of room left. And so I could eat a little bit more Panda chicken. And I was like, I love these Spanx. So my sister went out to do a little more shopping, looking around, and I take off the dress, and I'm pulling up the Spanx, and I'm just like, you know, thinking about how hungry I am. And I keep pulling it up, and then I reach about here, and I can't reach it anymore. And I'm stuck. And I'm just like I have known fear in my life. You know, my father made Tony Soprano look like a teddy bear. I was almost decapitated in a mosh pit at an Alanis Morissette concert. And I've had several car accidents, all of them my fault. So I have known fear But being trapped in Spanx was pure heart-pounding terror. And this was the first time in my adult life that I realized that I was claustrophobic. So now I'm sitting there batting around this dressing room trying to find my cell phone, because if I can call my sister, but I can't see anything. So I'm just batting around that dressing room like a raccoon trapped in a dumpster. And then the sales lady comes and says, "Everything all right in there?" "Yeah, I'm fine." Because there was no way I was going to let her come in and see me with my pooch and my rear hanging out. No way. I would rather die. In fact, I was probably going to die. And I started to lose a little oxygen and get a little dizzy. And I thought, this is what the Chilean miners must have felt like. And just as I was losing all hope, I smelled something. It was a Cinnabon. And then I heard my sister chewing. And she's like, "Oh, what's taking you so long? Please help me." "What? What are you saying?" "Would you just get the fuck in here? Please help me." So she comes in and about spending like 5 minutes laughing her ass off and telling me that I look like Winnie the Pooh when he was stuck in the window trying to get the honey. She braces herself against the side of the wall and pulls me out. And I am spent, and I'm just so thrilled that I am alive. And I'm just on the floor, gulping in air, and she's like, "Well, didn't you read the warning label?" "Apparently not. Underwear comes with a warning label?" And she's like, "Yeah, it says that you're supposed to step into Spanx and step out of them. You're never supposed to pull it over your head because of the patented compression technology." They shouldn't make underwear that has to come with a warning. And if they do, they should print it right on there, okay? "Will cause asphyxiation," is what they should say. But that day I vowed, you know what? Screw Spanx, screw girdles. I am never gonna be a Calvin Klein size 8. And I took my size 16 ass and walked on over to Cinnabon. Thank you very much.